Hello, everyone. We'll just get started.
Lẽ là anh gì xưa thuộc đó.
Okay, so yeah, hello, everyone. My name is Digpal Singh. I'm an international student advisor here at Canadore. Today, it's truly a pleasure to be connecting with students from around the world as you prepare to begin this new, exciting new chapter in Canada. As we start this pre-departure session at Canada, we want to take a moment to acknowledge the land we are on. We do this to show respect and gratitude for the Indigenous people who have lived here for many generations. Canadore College is located on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people within lands protected by Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850. This land has been home to Nipissing First Nation since time immemorial. Even though we are meeting virtually today, we want to recognize the importance of the land we call home. This is part of our commitment to building better relationship and understanding between nations and to learning more about local Indigenous people and their culture. Across Canada, we acknowledge the land of Inuit, Métis, and First Nation people. So we understand that starting a new life in new country can be both exciting and challenging. That's why Canada is here to support you, your dreams and ambition every step of the way. And we begin that journey with this pre-departure session designed to help you to feel confident, informed, and ready for what lies ahead. The purpose of this session is to provide key guidance and practical information to make your travel and early days in Canada as smooth as possible. Whether it's your first international trip or you are returning some time away, we hope this session helps you feel better prepared. Today's session will cover a range of important topics. Introduction to Canada and North Bay led by Sarah, registration led by Nicole, travel-related matters led by Sonia, living in Canada led by Victor and Leanne, communication led by Indrajit, and a first-hand student perspective led by Akhilesh, one of our international students. We are also recording today's session, so if you miss anything or want to revisit a topic, you will be able to watch it again. Additionally, we encourage you to explore Canadore College YouTube channel, where we have many helpful videos on topic such as housing, living in Canada. Once again, welcome to the Canadore community. We are excited to support you as you start your journey here in Canada, not just as a student, but a future leader, professional, and contributors to our shared world. Sarah, over to you.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, good evening, everyone, wherever you may be. My name is Sarah. I'm the Agent Relations Coordinator here at Canadore College, based in North Bay College Drive. Next. Canadore College is located in North Bay, Ontario, and in the following slides, I'll be introducing you to North Bay and Parry Sound, two cities in Ontario where Canadore College has campuses. So the advantage of North Bay's location is that we are in close proximity to major centers, and North Bay is considered the gateway to the north, located at the crossroads of transcontinental highways, and provides a link to the north, south, east, west for transportation and communication activities. It's a mid-sized city with beautiful nature and a relaxed lifestyle and a lot of outdoor activities. And at the same time, it has many of the services that you would find in a big city. North Bay is also diverse and very student-friendly. People here are warm, they're welcoming, and they're very proud of their community. And if you enjoy nature and want a safe and friendly place to live with access to city amenities, then North Bay is a great choice. So North Bay is strategically located just 3.5 hours from major Ontario cities like Toronto and Ottawa. And since most of you will likely be arriving from Toronto, it's good to know that there are several bus transportation services available to help you get to North Bay easily. So you might want to do a search on that to see what are the available options for you. So here in North Bay, we experience all 4 seasons, each offering its own unique activities and charm. When you arrive in September, it will be fall and temperature will start to cool down. So once you've settled in and begun your classes, we recommend that you start preparing for the winter season. Winter in North Bay can be cold and snowy, so it's important to dress properly. We suggest investing in a good winter coat, thick gloves, warm boots with thick socks. This will help you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. North Bay has several gently used clothing stores where you might also find some affordable winter wear. For those of you wondering what is there to do in North Bay during the cold months, you'd be pleasantly surprised. There's so much to do and see, from skiing to ice skating. There's also snowshoeing, snowmobiling, fishing on frozen lakes. That might be a first time for many. And also to watching our Ontario Hockey League's North Bay, the battalions. I would recommend to look for North Bay community groups on Instagram and Facebook. This will help you get information on events and activities to keep you connected to others. The North Bay District Multicultural Center connects you also with other international persons. And if you're looking for familiar tastes from home, you'd be pleased to find many international grocery stores here and also restaurants. So you might also want to do a search on that and see what are the available options next to you. So by the time that you arrive in September, from September to November, expect that temperature will vary from 2 degrees to 10 degrees, can be higher, can be lower. Each month is surprising us. It will go down in the winter months, and then the spring and summer are lovely over here. Now, as for Parry Sound is a scenic waterfront town known for its natural beauty, outdoor activities, and small town charm. It's also home to one of Canadore's college campuses. Parry Sound is located 2.5 hours away or north of Toronto. So again, there are bus transportation options for you from Toronto to Parry Sound. You might also want to have a look at that, see what are the options available. Now, preparing for winter months, which I'm sure a lot of you are wondering about that. So yes, Ontario winters are cold, but once you learn to dress for the winter, there's no shortage of things to do outdoor. The key is to stay warm, dry, and prepared. So the first recommendation is always dressing in layers. Weather can change quickly, so it can be 4 degrees and then the next week it's -25. So layers let you adjust to the temperature easily and also avoid overheating. So if you feel warm, you remove a layer. If you feel cold, you add a layer. Stay dry and bring extras, especially if you're being outdoors. So wet clothes will definitely make you feel colder. Wear waterproof or water-resistant outer layers, and always bring extra socks and gloves in case yours get wet. And lastly, cover up. So protect all exposed skin on cold days. The more you cover up, the warmer you'll be. Canadore College has 3 campuses in North Bay and 1 in Parry Sound. Depending on the program you're in, you'll be located at a specific campus. And all campuses offer modern equipment, excellent library facilities, athletic facilities. There's dedicated international offices in each, and affordable residence close by. At most campuses, you can find a cafeteria, a gym, a library, and a student lounge. Parry Sound students will have access to an off-campus 24/7 gym membership, a student lounge, kitchen facilities. There's a public library off-campus, and grocery store and fast food options are located across from the campus. Now, before we move on to the other sections, just want to let you know that there is an upcoming in-person orientation happening on the 29th of August here at Canadore. It's going to be at 9 a.m. This orientation will give you a chance to meet peers, faculty, and support staff at Canadore College. It will also give you an opportunity to learn more about our policies and procedures, the academic guidelines and expectations while you study at Canadore. And if you're unable to attend the orientation, you will still have access to the FAQs and to the international office at your campus if you have any questions. As for Parry Sound orientation is going to be in the first week of September. There will be an iSent announcement and email sent out to all students. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you.
Nicole, there is some issues with your sound. No.
Pardon?
Yeah, it's good now. Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, you may hear a dog bark. That's the only thing if I take my
Okay.
headset. I'm Nicole Dupuis. I'm an international representative. I work alongside Sylvie Burns and Julie Perry. You may have already been in contact with us via email regarding your offer or payment receipt, etc. Welcome. We're glad we will finally get to meet you. So you have probably already accepted the offer and received a payment receipt. Just please know that having an LOA and registering for your classes is very different. A lot of times there's some confusion there. So once you land in Canada, you'll receive a study permit, and you will need to upload that to your OCAS application, either yourself or your agent. You can request your agent to upload your study permit to your application. Please click resubmit, and then you will be able to register. An email is sent out to all students about the second week of August with instructions on how to do so, on how to register and the times that your registration window will open. So you can only register for your program once you land in Canada and your study permit has been received by us, okay? Then you will register for classes, and once you're registered, that's when you'll be able to see your schedule through your self-service account. And something I want to clarify here as well, OCAS application is where you applied and you sent your documents for review for an offer. Self-service portal is once you land and you register, you're going to use your self-service portal for registration, checking your schedule. You can get receipts from there. You can also look at unofficial transcripts. Okay, they're two separate portals. Okay. You can always reach out to us at that email below, international.admissions@canadorecollege.ca. And Sylvie, Julie, and I are always present at the Commerce Court admissions office every day of the week. We rotate, but there's always one of us from our office there that you can meet in person. Okay. Next slide. So in case your study permit is refused, you can opt for a deferral to a future intake. This is always pending seat availability. And sometimes there are some programs that don't always run in every intake. So if you have a program that's in September 2025 and you ask to defer, it doesn't mean that you would get the next intake. So we have to just be aware of that as well, because not all programs run at every single intake. For a deferral, the deadline for fall 2025 is listed there. It is August 20th, 2025. So you'll want to request that deferral before or on that date. Yeah, and if you have an agent, please reach out to them to make the deferral request through the OCAS portal. Okay, next slide, please. So then your other option is to request a refund. So if there is, if a deferral is not something you wish to do, or it's not going to work out for you because of different intakes and such, you can request a refund. You'll have to request the refund on the OCAS portal and provide the visa refusal letter. And then your refund will be the total amount of fees paid minus a $300 Canadian administration fee that is withheld. Okay. For students withdrawing before the 10th day of class with no proof of a visa refusal, the college will withhold the non-refundable deposit of $2,700 as well. And after the 10th day of class, there are no refunds provided for withdrawal. So be sure of what you want to do before that 10th day of class. Refunds take up to 8 weeks. It's a little bit more like 6 at this time. So be patient with an update. It does take time to process the refunds. And the refunds are not processed by the international admissions team. Often we get inquiries and such, and we try to help as best we can, but they're not processed. We don't process the refunds for students. Okay, that's from our finance department. Next slide, please. So for IT, your laptop and such, you're responsible to bring a laptop with you or to purchase one while you're here. You can view the details on the device needed for your program on our website, and it's listed there, canadorecollege.ca, bring your own device. You'll be able to see more specifically what you are required to bring. You are responsible for the cost of your laptop computer, the software, and any other parts or components that you need. You need to be sure that your laptop and all the proper software is installed before classes begin, including the ability to install the desktop version of Office 365. You're responsible for the cost of the repairs, etc. You are also responsible for adhering to the computing and network resources acceptable use policy, stable and consistent internet service, and the latest version of an internet browser such as Chrome, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. We do have laboratories where you can use the computers that are there. Yeah, so next slide, please. So the first week of class, what to expect? Well, it's going to be a hustle and bustle of excitement, and you'll be meeting lots of new faces, professors, friends, etc. Use all the facilities possible. There are going to be activities at each campus, the gym, the library. Both campuses have, so Commerce Court and College Drive, both have a library, a cafeteria, student lounges, and so on. So make sure you walk around and have a look at all the things that are there for you. Pop into admissions, say hello, pop into the international office, say hello. We'd love to see you. Fun events on campus for Panther Fest 2025. So you'll receive a lot of announcements through the iSent app, and I think someone's going to touch on that if I'm not mistaken. That'll be something that you'll really want to download on your phone so that you get all the latest updates and events. Okay, so I think that is it for me. Yeah, so we look very forward to meeting you. Thank you.
Hello to all the students. My name is Sonia and I work for Canadore College in India. and I'll be quickly discussing with you about the travel related matters. I'm sure that students these days are very active, they're quite informed. There's a lot of content on YouTube and Instagram of, students who are already in Canada giving tips and giving you important information, but we'll also try to cover some travel related things that you should keep in mind before and after you travel from your home country. So, the most important aspect here is housing. So, before you travel, it is essential that you either book an on campus accommodation, which is the Canadore residence, and you can also look for an off campus accommodation through various platforms, whether it's Kijiji or Marketplace, rental.ca. From my experience of interacting with students over the years, I will always suggest be very cautious while you make payment when you are looking for an off campus accommodation, and make sure that you're well aware when you're doing that. There's always option of hotels and motels as well, but obviously they'll be on an expensive side. Only try to do that for maybe a few days or a week before you can get into your accommodation. We always suggest students that at least for one semester you should actually stay in college accommodation. In past so many years, I've noticed students who have taken off campus, but then they later move to an on campus accommodation basis availability because of the privacy and the facilities that you get. It is also very essential that you network with students already in Canada, already in Canadore, and the students who are coming for the current intake through the Facebook groups. These are, informal communication channels, but it gives you a lot of information. We do have Facebook groups, and that you can join. You should spend this time studying about, Canada and its culture. You should spend some time studying more about your field, the program that you have chosen. As my colleague Nicole was mentioning, that iSent is quite essential, so you should download the iSent app to get all the updates from the college, whether be it about the orientation session, about various payment deadlines, and different activities that happen on the campus. Next slide. So before you travel, obviously you would have to book your flights, and hence it is essential that you are aware if you are taking connecting flights or direct flights, and if you're taking connecting flights, do you need any transit visa or not? Please be aware of that. Just don't rely. I know majority of students, they use agents to book their tickets. So please make sure that you're well aware, and also that you kind of check in rather than just being at the airport and be confused. You should also make sure. I know that you have to carry your entire world in two suitcases, which is not easy. So, but make sure that you follow the baggage allowance to, not to face any difficulties at the airport. Since I have been, interacting with students, and I have also traveled with students, I have seen that because of extra baggage, they have had so much stress at the airport, taking out stuff and handing it over to their families, standing outside the airport. So don't kind of go into those areas. Always make sure that you kind of weigh your bags before going to the airport. It's mostly 23 kgs, but for students, some airlines allow extra baggage allowance. Make sure that you have a proper file in which you have documents such as passport, your offer letter, all your certificates, and make sure you have a photocopy of them as well. From my experience, I'm telling I've known students who kind of lose these documents, so it is very essential that you carry a photocopy of these documents as well in your bag. Next slide. Obviously, financial planning is also very important, that you must have paid for your tuition. Obviously, then you will apply for your visa. But you also should carry the financial documents with you, because you will be asked those documents when you land in Canada at the airport. You should have arrangement for your living expenses. Students have paid for GIC. However, you must carry some cash with you as an emergency fund. Um, you should always carry a few medicines um, with you in your handbag. And if you have some medical conditions, those medicines should be in your luggage bag as well for a longer duration. Next slide. And when you're traveling, as I was telling you, that your baggage is very important and you should weigh your baggage before going to the airport. It is also essential what commodities are there in your handbag, and the allowance is 7 kgs. So when we kind of suggest students, we always suggest them to carry a power bank, because it is essential that you have a running phone, because your number back home will not work here in Canada, and hence you should connect to the Wi-Fi immediately when you land in Canada at the airport. You should have a power bank so that you don't go out of battery. You should also carry an all country charging pin in case your power bank also runs dies out of battery. You should carry important medications, documents in your handbag, and you should make sure that you're not carrying any liquids above 100 ml. Next slide.
Oops, sorry.
And when you're traveling, there is also an important aspect of what you should not carry in your bag. For example, it's important to carry hygiene products, it's important to carry your clothes and shoes, some of the few stationery items, but make sure that you do not carry things that you can get in Canada. In Canada, you almost get everything. Earlier, in North Bay also, it's been about a decade that a lot of students have come to North Bay, and a lot of essential items with respect to various countries, whether it's be Southeast Asia, South Asia, a lot of those essential items are now being available in North Bay as well. So you don't have to carry any fruits, vegetables, coconut. It's not at all allowed in the luggage bag, and it can create issues for you when you kind of enter Canada. Do not carry any pickles. I know people from South Asia, we have a very much interest in uh, chilies and hot food. Please don't bring that. You will get that in Canada. And you should also kind of keep checking the CVSA website on what all you cannot carry. Next slide. Once you land at the Toronto Pearson Airport, there are various options on how to reach North Bay. Um, There is a flight of about 40 minutes from Toronto Pearson to Jack Garland Airport in North Bay, which is quite convenient. It's just that one luggage bag is allowed, but you can definitely pay for the second one, and it comes as it is the most convenient option. However, if you do not want to come by a flight, there is also an option of a bus service which starts from Toronto Pearson and will kind of make you reach North Bay in about 3.5 hours. And you can also actually put the drop address when you fill that uh, pickup service from Toronto Pearson to North Bay City. And the bus services are mentioned. One is Ontario Northland and one is Northern Airport Service. And I find Northern Airport Service very convenient for students. Many students actually use this service. Next slide. And when you come to our Parry Sound campus, so when you're moving north from Toronto, first comes the Parry Sound campus and about 2.5 hours drive from Toronto. So taxi service, carpooling service are some of the options and in terms of bus service, Ontario Northland can make you reach the Parry Sound campus in very convenient pricing and a very convenient and affordable option. Next slide. When you are at the airport and when you land at the airport, you can go through, primary inspection and custom checks, which is like part of the process. If you have anything to declare, make sure that you're honest about it and you declare those in terms of dairy products as well. So just giving you a quick example for students from the South Asian region, specifically India, they carry Indian sweets which are dairy based. So you should actually declare that it's essential. And once you go through this examination and you are kind of go to the CBSA point and the visa point, you show all your financial documents, your LOA. You have to also carry your English proficiency, whatever you have given, IELTS or PTE. You will be asked questions. The key here that I tell to all students is to stay confident. Since I have traveled with students, I've seen that since I know this, you are young, this is your first experience. Some of you are actually traveling to a foreign country for the first time. So nervousness, anxiety is evident, but you have to keep confidence on your face because that will actually make the entire journey very smooth for you. So make sure that you're well prepared in terms of your documents, and if you have that, there should not be anything to worry about, and always be honest and confident. So I always keep stressing on this word confident for students. Next slide. We have kind of spoken about luggage, but the once you kind of land and you have gone through the entire process of getting a study permit and filling your declaration, you go to the luggage area, you collect your luggage, and when you are kind of exiting the luggage area, you kind of show the officer your declaration card, and I think that's where the process ends. And for most of the students who will book you know um, airport service, cab, bus service to North Bay, you will have to be within the airport because the bus starts from the airport. If you have any relatives, the moment you kind of exit the luggage area, you will have people standing there. So a very convenient and a very friendly environment is there. And you will sail through the process according to me conveniently. Next slide. If you go through the guidelines, there are students who would try to come a lot of weeks in advance because their process happened quickly and they've got their study visa, so they travel to Canada early. But if you go through the guidelines, all international students are recommended to travel no more than 4 weeks in advance. And during this time period, students cannot do any part time. You should not come at least before that time, which is 4 weeks, and you cannot do any part time during that time period unless your class starts for that particular semester, which is September intake. So make sure that these guidelines are followed. Next slide. We often get a lot of queries from students that I have received my passport request letter. Can I arrive late? Please give me 1 week of extension or 10 days of extension. We just want to reiterate that all students are expected to be present on the first day of the class. In fact, the orientation is on August 29th. We expect students to attend the orientation. However, if your travel plans are such that you're not able to attend, being present on the first day of the class is very essential. And in case if you're arriving late, you cannot do that without prior permission. You will have to write an email to international admissions only when it is approved, though it is rare that it will be approved. But if in case there's some, major emergency, you will have to take approval. Otherwise, you will lose your seat. And so it is essential to be present on the first day of the class. Next slide. Thank you, and I hope you have a great journey to Canada, and we are looking forward to meet you at Canadore College.
Thank you, Sonia. Now it's my turn. Hello, everybody. My name is Leanne Bedial, and I am here to talk to you a bit about settling into Canada along with my colleague Victor. So the first slide, settling in Canada, please. Okay, culture shock. So culture shock is like a roller coaster, and it is often noted in 4 stages. So the first stage is like the honeymoon stage, and it's when the culture is new and it's exciting, and you're positively surrounded and surprised by your host country, Canada. So everything here is amazing and exciting. The next phase is referred to as the rejection phase. So this is when life realities can really start to feel overwhelming, and sometimes your viewpoint can start to feel negative. The regression stage can sometimes lead to a want to connect with people from your home country. However, there are also recovery phases, and this is where you can start to feel more connected to your host culture and feel that you are fitting in. As you can see in the chat here, I see you're already connecting, which is wonderful. So you will see that there will be some students from your home countries that you can connect to, and they're there to help you as well. Now, there's also the recovery phase. This is where you can start to feel more connected to your host culture and to feel that you are fitting in. During that time at Canadore, please know there are services and resources that are available to support your well-being. There are also settlement services available throughout Ontario as you start this adventure. Living and attending school abroad is a fantastic opportunity where you can experience different cultures and tradition, especially here at Canadore College. Next slide, please. Okay, so the social insurance number, also known as the SIN number, is required to work in Canada or access government programs and benefits. You will need a 9-digit social insurance number. Again, also we refer it mostly as a SIN number, so you will hear that reference quite a bit once you are in Canada. Privacy. So your SIN is your personal and confidential ID. It is illegal for anybody to use your SIN, and you are responsible for keeping that number safe. So again, just to reiterate, this is a personal and confidential document. So please keep this to yourselves and not to be shared with anybody. Insurance. So Service Canada issues the SINs, and you will receive it in a paper format called the confirmation of SIN letter. As I just reiterated, the important tips here is to never share your SIN unless it's absolutely necessary, for example, for work or for tax purposes. Keep your SIN letter in a safe place to protect it from identity theft. And if you do lose your SIN number or your SIN card and believe it is being used fraudulently, please contact Service Canada immediately, or you can see us in the International Department if you're unsure, and we will guide you to the next steps. Next slide, please. Okay, so bringing your children to Canada. In our classroom environment here, To ensure that we have a focused and safe learning environment, children are not permitted in the classrooms, as it may cause distractions for both the students and instructors. So bringing a child to class can also result in being asked to leave, which could impact your study permit and future opportunities in Canada. So there are childcare options here in North Bay. So we do have a general idea to give you, the fees. So the fees are generally range from 30 to 60 Canadian dollars per day per child. So most centers charge for 5 days, even if full-time care isn't required. The childcare waitlist is quite long, so we do encourage people to plan ahead, because sometimes it can take up to 6+ years on the wait list. So before and after school care, school-age children may still need additional care outside of school hours. So again, preparing ahead is so important. Safety first. Please never leave children under 16 unattended, as this can lead to serious consequences, including legal actions. If you are bringing your children to Canada, we do encourage you to reach out to this email address. That's international@canadorecollege.ca, or come and visit us at Commerce Court and College Drive. And the international department staff will be able to guide you if you are unsure. So for additional guidance, you can look out for an email named Coming to Canada, bringing your child to Canada for more helpful information. Next slide, please. Okay, so financial consideration, this is very important. Be very aware of all costs associated with your studies for a minimum of the 1 full year and the living expenses in Canada. So you also have to be prepared for the unexpected. So here's a quick snapshot of what you can expect to pay. So for your residents, let's see here, we have up to about $8,040 Canadian dollars per year for study. So that is a duration of 8 months. So from September to April for your situation. We also would like to take this opportunity to encourage you to apply for residence. For childcare, it's $5,500 per child per year. Again, per child per year. So planning ahead is important. And then transportation, approximately $2,200 per year per study. We have additional information, of course, so that we will present an orientation about this. Okay, next slide, please. Financial considerations. So employment opportunities. So while many students do find jobs in North Bay, employment is not guaranteed. So we do encourage you to plan your finances without relying on work as your primary source of funding. As Nicole mentioned earlier, there are payment policies. So to ensure a smooth academic experience, please be aware that payment extensions or reprieves are rarely granted. So if you're missing a payment, this may result in registration holds, your loss of seat in the program, or non-compliance with your study permit if you're not attending class. The financial responsibility, so managing, again, your finances is very essential for a very successful experience in Canada. We do recommend creating a budget before you arrive to ensure financial stability throughout your studies. Again, using the 8 months to a year. Next, please. Okay, so we do have a case study to share with you here. So Aria has arrived in Canada to pursue business management degree. She planned to find a part-time job to help cover her expenses while studying. The challenges are employment struggles. So the competitive job market and her limited availability due to class schedules and IRCC policies made finding work very difficult. The financial shortfall is without the additional income, Aria's savings quickly ran out, and she struggled to pay tuition, rent, and living expenses. The academic and immigration consequences, basically, she's missed tuition payments, led to a registration block, putting her seat in jeopardy. Failing to maintain full-time enrollment could risk her study permit. The outcome? Aria had to make a difficult decision. With no money left and no job, she thought about going home. This taught her how important it is to plan finances carefully before coming to Canada. Next slide, please. Okay, so part-time employment in North Bay, we do have a number of employment opportunities in Canada. They can be accessed and researched through Indeed, Job Bank, LinkedIn, which are some of the job search portals. For jobs on campus here at Canadore, we will be able to connect you with the Canadore Employment Solutions team. Just a few things here to be aware of. The job scams. Watch for these red flags. Request for personal or banking details. If you see this, this is likely a job scam. Urgent pressure to act, same thing. High pay for simple tasks, and no verifiable company info on the website. What you can do, though, is stay safe. So research the company before applying. Ignore unsolicited job offers. Use trusted job platforms. Never pay for a job. Seek advice if unsure. Again, reiterating that Commerce Court, Aviation, and College Drive, we are here to support you. So if unsure, you can always come and visit us. And stay informed. Watch for the Coming to Canada email series with job search tips. I'm going to now pass it over to my colleague Victor for the next slides. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's a beautiful day. I believe that everyone is very excited to be in Canada, for the travel, to live in Canada. So I'm going to be sharing with you all more about living in Canada. My name is Vitor Alvarino. I'm a regional manager of Brazil, and I'm going to share with you information about on-campus housing. In North Bay, we have on-campus house options available at Canadore College, and is located very close to College Drive campus. Living a residence means being part of student community with convenient access to internet, Wi-Fi, on-site laundry, and that's a very good opportunity to get engaged in the community, in the student community. And we know that living abroad, it's the moment to adapt ourselves, to make new friends and network. So living in our accommodation, in our campus, on campus housing, it's a great opportunity to make friends. Important to submit the residence application as soon as possible if you haven't applied, because there may be a waiting list depending on demand. So please run if as option. But for off-campus housing, I would like to share more information with you. You can pass the slide, Paul, please. So finding a house off campus, you have to pay attention to and be aware about to avoid common scams, right? So we have a helpful resource that we recommend you to search for, placeforstudents.ca, Kijiji. But please never pay to see the unit. Be aware if the price of the rental is much lower than the average. If the landlord is not available to show you the unit, if the unit is in multiple websites with different contacts, or if the unit looks different than the pictures, or if they are requesting large deposits. So please pay attention for this, and never share your SIN number, social insurance number, if the landlord requests or anyone else. This is very personal. And of course, you need to show your passport, full name, date of birth, current address, and written consents. Sometimes they will request this. Next slide, please. In North Bay, you will find various places, church, various faiths, include those Christian, Catholic, Muslim, and we recommend you to check all this information to see the list of these places at northbayimmigration.ca in Parry Sound, the place of worship in town of Parry Sound. Next, please. Getting a Canadian SIM card in North Bay. As international students, stay connected is one of your first priorities upon arrival. You will find major mobile network providers in Canada, such as Fido, Kodo, Virgin, Rogers, Bell, and Telus, all offering student-friendly plans, including international talk time options based on your needs and usage. Most of these stores are conveniently based at Northgate Shop Center, at one of the main malls in North Bay. So you can find all of these stores. And about opening a bank account in Canada is very easy. We know that the Canadian dollar is the only accepted currency in Canada, and you can exchange the foreign currency at the most commercial banks. We really recommend you to arrive with enough cash or international card to cover your first expenses, like transportation, groceries, or temporary accommodation. And to open the banking account, it's important to bring your passport, study permit, and student ID to open the account. Next slide, please.
Now you had, sorry?
Grocery shop North Bay in Parry Sound. North Bay in Parry Sound offer a growing variety of international grocery options. Most supermarkets includes international aisle with familiar products from different countries. You may find products from your hometown, your home country, that is gonna make you feel more at home, but it's also opportunity to have a chance to shopping in the Canadian culture grocery store with different products available to you. And you can find in North Bay Freshco, No Frills, Walmart, Book and Barn, and Spices Village. Next slide, please. And one of the things that I really like living in Canada is the opportunity to experience a diverse culinary, and North Bay is not different. We have great diversity in cuisine in North Bay. You can find foods from Jamaica, India, Brazil, Greek food. Brazilian, I believe, is more difficult, but in North Bay. But we have Brazilian students traveling to North Bay, to Canadore, to study North Bay in Canadore, and they will have opportunity to share the Brazilian food with you all. So please be friends with the Brazilians that are arriving in Canada with you in this upcoming intake. Next slide, please. At Parry Sound, we also have many different culinary. Here we are showing to you some options that you can take a look in the internet later on, or even walking to see these restaurants. Sometimes you don't feel like cooking, so it's opportunity to go out, to eat, to invite a friend, to have a dinner or a lunch. Next slide, please. Talking about insurance, health insurance, we have to have in mind that this is an emergency health insurance plan, and this is designed for international students. You will have a 10 days of 15 days of grace period before your first day of class, And after the first day of class, in approximately 10 to 15 days, you will receive an email with the information of your login, policy details, and instruction to access the digital health card. What the plans covered: hospital and clinics, medical, diagnostic testing, ambulance service, maternity care if pregnancy starts during the policy term. Should be 30 days after arriving, after the first day of class. One annual eye exam, and it's coverage anywhere in the world except in your home country. Of course, there are many things that's not covered, such as cosmetic or plastic surgery, medical expenses in your home country, and claims related to drugs or alcohol use. If you are not sure if your plan medical insurance is covered, please contact our team or contact directly GuardMe, okay? Because it's your responsibility to check if the service is covered before spending your money, okay, with health insurance. And of course, as we have mentioned here, it's very important to use the boots with the grips, waterproof. Do not run during the snow. You have to walk, paying attention to avoid to fall, okay? Because it's very slippery during the winter. So don't rush or run. Next slide, please. Okay, driving in Ontario, which means that you can also bring the extract of your license, of home country license, but there is some rules here that you have to pay attention. To bring your driving license from your home country, you have to have your written an official letterhead in English or French, and it should be issued at the least 6 months within the last 6 months. If you don't have your driver's license in your country, you can apply to have your license in Canada, and you will find 3 levels. The first level is G1, it's a written exam. The second level is the G2 with 1 road test. The third and last level is the full G license with another road test. And there is a period, we have to wait for a set duration of time before passing on the next level of driving. For more details on Driving Ontario, please visit the website that we are referring, the arrivingin.com, okay? Daily Life in Canada, how to get a driver's license in Ontario. Next slide, please. Transportation. Transportation in North Bay is very easy, but you have to plan ahead your day if you intend to use the transportation, the public transportation in North Bay. So we recommend you to download 2 apps. One is My Ride NBT, and the other one is the dispatching. I think we will have in the end of the presentation the QR code that you can add, but it's very important to have the My Ride NBT to check to schedule your ride, and also you can choose how to pay. It's gonna be monthly pay, cash, or transfer. It's very important to plan your route in advance. I'm stressing this, and you can download in the Apple Store or Google Play. Okay, and this is everything from my side of today. I'm pretty sure. Okay, here is the key. NBT. And in transportation in Paris Sound, it's very easy. It's a small city, so you can walk, use bike, take a taxi, okay, with a flat rate of $12. Talking about North Bay, I have to mention to you, I forgot to mention this, you will not be using Uber, but you can have access to U-Ride, okay? It's very common to use U-Ride, the same system, is the app. And also you can use the cabs, the taxi as well. You can use bike. We recommend you to use the bike in the trails, the path for the bike, especially during the summer and spring. And so everything, this is from my side. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be sharing the information about living in Canada. See you soon. Now, Indejit's gonna talk about communication related matters.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon or good evening from wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us today. I will be going over the communication related matters. Next slide, please. So, throughout the session, we have been guiding you to be aware of various scams, whether it is housing or job. So, it is your responsibility to use official and accurate information. Please do not solely rely and depend on your agent's WhatsApp group, friends for important details. Always verify and check from the college official website, IRCC website, or any other official websites. If you still feel the need for any clarity or confirmation, you can always email the international department, or if you are already in Canada, then please feel free to visit us at any campus. Next slide, please. We understand that at this point you have a lot of questions. So we are seeing there are a lot of questions in the chat, which is a very good thing, which shows that you are interested. But however, you want quick answers, and the best place to get those are the international microsite, the FAQs page, or the iSent app. You will receive the quickest answers by reviewing these resources first. Next slide, please. So here it is. These are the QR codes. The first QR code will help you to download the iSent app, which everyone in the session was talking about,
And then
where you will be getting
you let me.
all the notifications about the college, and it will also help you to book any meetings with your advisors. The second QR code is for the website, which is the canadorecollege.ca, Canadore International, which is our microsite. And the third QR code is for our FAQ page, where you will find answers on most commonly asked questions regarding admissions, registration, health insurance, traveling to Canada, and much more. There is also, please check out the Coming to Canada series. These are the emails which are sent to your email, and they are also available in our FAQ. These emails are packed with essential tips to prepare you for your journey and settle in. So please stay tuned and keep a check on your emails. If you still have questions which are either related to your application or your registration, please email international.admissions@canadorecollege.ca. For all other inquiries, please email us at international@canadorecollege.ca. Next slide, please. Now I will give you 30 seconds on this slide so that all of you can utilize your devices and scan this QR code to download the iSent app. So Canadore College and iSend app, this is a very good app. It provides you useful information regarding lots of frequently asked questions, student support, health plan, and much more. So I'll give you some time to scan this QR code so that you can download it. It is available both on the Google Play Store as well as App Store. I hope by now you guys have already started downloading the app, so we can move on to the next slide. So this is how iSend app will look. This is how your dashboard will be viewed. iSend app has the option of accessing notifications. So once you access the notifications, you will get all updates, whether there is event in person, it's an online event, everything will be available to you on your device. If you look, it also gives you the opportunity to book appointments with advisors. So on the dashboard, if you have any questions related to health insurance, you can book with our health insurance advisor, that is Marley. And if you have any query regarding international immigration questions, then it can take you to a page where you can book time with either Paul or me. Both of us, we are the international student advisors, and we are here to help you with any immigration related question. Next slide, please. So this is the Canadore College home page at the website. Please feel free and familiarize yourself with this website. It is a very useful resource for housing, for events,
And the meet
important dates,
you likewise. I
virtual
just
tours, student employment opportunities, as well as the international microsite. In case you are looking for some specific information, you can use the search bar for any specific search or support that you are looking for. Next slide, please. So this is the international microsite. On the Canadore College home page, you can click on support. It will show pop up a drop down menu and you will click on international. Next slide, please. So when you click on the international option, it will take you to a page where you will get important resources on advising and support, international health insurance, FAQs, and who to contact. Again, if you are looking for some specific information, you can use the search bar, or there is also a small magnifying glass at the top right corner where you can type in any support that you are looking for. Next slide, please. So for frequently asked questions, you can browse this page and there will be lots of drop down menus. If you find that there is too much of information, you can again use the shift key to open a search dialog, or you can also click on the small magnifying glass at the top right corner. This page will answer a lot of questions related to traveling to Canada, registration, study permit questions, fees, payments, refunds, etc. So in the chat, we are seeing that you do have questions. So again, the first place to verify any information is the college website and the FAQ, and you also have the email address of the departments to get in touch with. And also after this session, this will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. So please feel free to review it and keep going through the sections which you are not too sure about. Next slide, please. So please remember that while it may seem that sending an email is the quickest way for you to get an answer, but please be aware that because we receive high volume of emails coming into each department, it may take us some time to respond. And sometimes the answers that you are looking for, you need an immediate answer. So once again, I would like to repeat that the best way to receive the quickest answer is to review the website, the FAQ page, and of course the iSend app. Next slide, please. Yes, we have a lot more exciting upcoming sessions. So today afternoon we have a pop-in drop-in session which is on housing, which is very exciting. There are a lot of students in the chat already asking questions about housing. So I would love all of you to scan this QR code, register for this session so that you get much more in-depth understanding on how you can go for an off-campus housing. For on-campus housing, the resource is available on our website. And on 17th of July, we have a pop-in drop-in session on credit transfer. So I would give you a moment on this slide so that you can quickly scan these QR codes and also register for these amazing sessions. So next slide, please. So this is our pop-in drop-in schedules. So if you scan this QR code, it will give you the entire schedule of all the upcoming sessions. So there are lots of important topics that are included. We've already gone through housing, credit transfer. We also have financial aid and bring your own device. So of course, if you want more details, please feel free to go to our website, scan this QR code, and it also gives you the registration link. Next slide, please. So there is a pop-in drop-in session on childcare, transition and retention support, international admissions, and also registering for classes. And these are all scheduled before you can travel to Canada. So all these sessions will be very helpful for you to be much more better prepared. And like Sonia said, you will be much more confident when you come here. Next slide, please. Yes, very important. We have the in-person international orientation session, which is on 29th of August. This will be hosted at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the College Drive campus to welcome our first semester international students. This is a session which will include information about North Bay, cover key resources, as well as you will get to meet the immigration advisors, the student support team, as well as get information on how to find employment and also the upcoming events. So we encourage all our international students that they should attend this orientation session to ensure that you successfully have a very smooth journey here at Canadore. Please stay tuned because the details of the orientation session will be sent to your email soon, and it will also be available on the iSend app. Apart from the international orientation, we do have a general orientation session that would include both domestic as well as international students, which would be regarding your general orientation and program welcome sessions. If you have any more questions regarding the Canadore's home orientation experience, please feel free to contact us at orientation.support@canadorecollege.ca. I believe this is the end of my session, but I would like to welcome Akhilesh Sharma, who is our current student at Canadore College, to share his experience and perspective at Canadore College. Again, from my side, thank you all for joining us today.
Hi, hello everyone. Is my mic working? Yeah. Hello, my name is Akhilesh, and I'm here, an international student here at Canadore, and I also work as an international student navigator. And I'll tell something about myself. It's like outside of school, I have few passions or hobbies, you might say. I love PC gaming. It's like a therapy to me, and it helps me de-stress and recharge after long days. And I really do love playing basketball and volleyball as well. It helps me keep active and give me a chance to connect with people. And apart from everything, I really love fishing too. If you guys are into fishing too, there are really good lakes nearby North Bay where you can go and fish, and it's so calming and rewarding just to be in the nature, you know. And if you are lucky, you might catch a dinner too. And I love to play golf. So I won't bore you with my stuffs. And next slide, please. But I'm really happy to share my insights and a little bit of my journey over here at Canadore. So when I first landed in Canada, I had no clue where to begin, just like many of you might feel right now. But the international office really had my back. So they guided me on how to find housing, helped me understand the bus system, which made things a lot easier. So this is the tip I'll give you about groceries is that don't stress about converting prices to your home currency every time you shop. Like, trust me, I used to do that and it'll just drive you crazy. Instead, use apps like Flip to compare prices and find best deals locally. And for your classes, most of your classes will be online through D2L. So if you don't understand some things, don't be shy and just ask your professors. They are very supportive. And also, Canadore has a really vibrant student community. It hosts many cultural events like Chinese Lunar New Year or Diwali, where you can meet new people. You can also join clubs to connect with people and make friends. It's a great way to feel connected, and even though you're so lastly, I'd say don't forget to use Icent app. It keeps you updated on events, deadlines, and helps you book an appointment with the international student advisor. That will come handy, trust me. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me and my journey here at Canadore. I hope these tips will make your transition a little smoother as you start this exciting chapter. Just remember that you're not alone. We are here to support you, and that's all from my side. I really hope to see you at the in-person orientation on 29th August, and have a safe flight. Take care, and I'll hand it over to Paul, who will take it forward from here. Thank you.
So we are almost at the end, and we'd like to thank admissions office, registrars, student success services, residence team, career development, campus health office, and international department. We'll also thank our team today: Leanne, Inderjeet, Victor, Sarah, Sonia, Akhilesh, uh, and contributing to the session today. I saw the chat, and there were people that were trying to connect, and that is the idea behind this session, to get started with your next life in Canada. So thank you so much for staying with us, and you can follow our YouTube channel, and as Inderjeet shared, the upcoming sessions that will help you with different subjects. Thank you. Bye.